comet we discovered is the size of New York City.
Haven't we seen this before?
It's the size of Texas, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 copycat movies.
I hear there's a new hero who dares challenge my evil.
For this list, we've chosen movies that were released within a year of each other and that had scarily similar plot lines. We've ranked them based on how alike they really are. And just so you know, there are a few spoilers ahead, so spoiler alert.
Initiate the failsafe.
Here you go. Number 10, Mirror, Mirror and Snow White and the Huntsman. Premise: Snow White's fairy tale gets a modern twist as the pale princess battles the vain evil queen.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Obviously, this ain't the first Snow White movie, but one per summer is enough. Mirror, Mirror is the lighter and more traditional take, while Huntsman offers a gritty, action-packed retelling of the tale that seemed to resonate more with fans. However, both got iffy reviews, so neither's considered the fairest of them all.
Opposed? Nay.
Number 9, The Illusionist and The Prestige.
The magician.
Premise: a 19th century European stage magician is locked in a life-or-death competition with a noble rival.
Any trick can be duplicated, right, Mr. Cutter?
Wrong.
Ultimately, these flicks are pretty different, but they're both lavish period pieces with stellar casts that received comparably favorable reviews and Oscar nods. But a battle between Batman and Wolverine, as scripted by director Christopher Nolan, ultimately won at the box office. Gee, we wonder why.
I've never said anything of that kind.
Number 8, Paul Blart Mall Cop and Observe and Report. Premise: a loser mall security guard falls for a ditzy mall employee and must prove his worth by stopping a crime in an epic mall showdown. These movies are completely different, except they're both about mall cops. Is that not a weirdly specific shared premise for films released months apart?
I don't know, I'm drunk.
The Seth Rogen flick is decidedly darker than its family-friendly brother. However, even with awful reviews, Kevin James managed more box office dough.
Are you gonna have pie?
Not tonight, Ma. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna want some pie.
Number 7, Mission to Mars and Red Planet. Premise: in the not-so-distant future, a manned mission lands on Mars, but something goes terribly wrong and they must fight to get home. Both were inspired by a NASA Mars mission, both are throwaway blockbusters with big-name talent, both earned terrible reviews, and both get the science wrong.
I don't know what the hell this is.
But only Red Planet was so bad its director never worked in Hollywood again.
You are not who I thought you were.
Consolation prize: most people consider Mission to Mars unwatchable.
Hey, listen, I don't like it any more than you do.
Number 6, Dante's Peak and Volcano. Premise: as a volcano erupts, the hero struggles to escape while saving as many people as possible.
Don't look back, kids, don't look back.
These natural disaster flicks were both considered flops in monetary terms, but Volcano is by far the more Hollywood of the two, with grandiose effects and cheesy blockbuster-style dialogue.
Disaster is my life.
But come on, A-list stars being chased through the streets by ash and lava makes great Hollywood fare. Scientific accuracy be damned.
Okay, baby, here we go. We're gonna be
Number 5, Gordy and Babe.
La la la.
Premise: a plucky and talkative piglet's parent is sent to the slaughterhouse, so the young'un makes friends to survive, and eventually meets life's challenges head-on.
Oh, beautifully done. I can't tell you how grateful I am to y'all.
This ain't even subtle. 2 talking pig movies in the same summer? 90s kids were scared away from their pork chop dinners by both these flicks, but only one took home an Oscar and spawned a sequel, while the other was almost universally panned.
I do not agree.
Forget Gordy. He's history.
That'll do, pig.
Number 4, The Truman Show and EdTV. Premise: an average Joe's life is televised for the masses 24/7. Reality TV was in its infancy, and Hollywood capitalized on it with not one, but 2 voyeurism-based flicks. In this case, there's a far and away winner. The Jim Carrey vehicle is miles ahead of its counterpart. both in execution and premise, as it asks some serious existential questions.
As Truman grew up, we were forced to manufacture ways to keep him on the island.
EdTV alone might have been a respectable film, but it pales in comparison. Number 3, Deep Impact and Armageddon. Premise: a world-threatening space object is on a collision course with Earth, so a team goes into space to blow it up with nukes.
It's a bit complicated, so it will take some time, so I hope you will bear with me.
There's one crucial difference here. Bruce Willis's ultimate sacrifice saves the world from Armageddon, while Robert Duvall's team cannot prevent the deep impact. Considering Bruce and Ben raked in way more box office millions, we guess audiences prefer a happier ending. And hotter stars. And cheesier dialogue.
Do you think it's possible that anyone else in the world is doing this very same thing at this very same moment?
I hope so. Otherwise, what the hell are we trying to save?
Number 2, No Strings Attached and Friends with Benefits.
2 people should be able to have sex like they're playing tennis.
Premise: 2 mega-attractive young professionals start a casual sex relationship and accidentally fall in love.
We probably shouldn't snuggle.
Things to be confused about. Both female leads were in Black Swan. No Strings Attached is the name of an NSYNC album, but not the JT movie. And Mila and Ashton are a couple in real life, but not on screen.
Clearly, you're gonna fall in love with me.
FYI, Justin and Mila did better at the box office with the slightly raunchier flick.
What's wrong?
Nothing!
Number 1, Ants and a Bug's Life.
It seems to me that you ants are forgetting your place.
Premise: in a colony where individualism is rejected, one nonconformist ant challenges the status quo.
You're lower than dirt. You're an ant.
You useless, ungrateful maggot!
This copycat case was no coincidence. Long story short, Disney thought DreamWorks stole the idea, and a bitter dispute ensued.
What are you bitching about?
Whether or not that's true, both computer-animated flicks feature star-studded cast. However, one's decidedly edgier. Ultimately, A Bug's Life made more moolah, but Ants got slightly better reviews, so it's a tie?
I hate it when someone gives away the ending.
Do you agree with our list?
I don't think so.
Which copycat movies left you with déjà vu? For more top 10s about your favorite flicks, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Who wants to volunteer?